The man was urinating when he suddenly noticed something strange. He saw a rock not far away that seemed to be reflecting light. Curious, he walked over and wiped off the dust on its surface. He suddenly realized it might be a piece of gold. He looked back at his companion, hesitated for a moment, and then called him over. His companion came over and stared at the rock, observing it carefully. Then he took out a lighter and started heating the stone on the ground. After a while, the rock began to show signs of melting, but its color didn't change at all. They guessed it was a piece of gold with extremely high purity. The unexpected surprise made both of them very excited. Without any hesitation, they grabbed shovels and started digging. However, even after digging a 4-meter wide pit, they still couldn't get the gold out. Even when they tried to lift it together with all their strength, it didn't budge. Then they tied a rope around the gold and tried to pull it with a car. They stepped on the gas pedal hard, but the rope broke twice. Still, the gold didn't move an inch. They decided to dig deeper. After digging another meter, they suddenly realized the gold was much larger and heavier than expected, but they had no other solution at the moment. Night slowly fell, and the two quickly gathered some firewood and lit a campfire. They couldn't help but shout with excitement, imagining the life they would have after owning the gold. But now the question was, how could they get the gold out? Tom suggested that one of them go to town to find an excavator to help, while the other stayed behind to guard the gold. He said he had more experience, so he was more suitable to stay. However, in the face of such a large fortune, trust became the biggest issue. After all, Jack was the one who discovered the gold, so he wanted to guard it himself. Seeing this, Tom had to give in and let Jack stay to guard it. Early the next morning, they divided the water and food, and Tom gave Jack a satellite phone to ensure they could stay in contact during this period. After Tom left, Jack put on his hat and reburied the gold with sand. Then he used branches to build a simple tent. He took out the satellite phone and tested it, relieved to find that there was a signal in this desert. At night, the man lit the fire and carefully ate a bite of canned food, knowing he had to rely on a few cans to last several days. The next day, while the man was out collecting firewood, he saw something shining not far away. He quickly covered the gold with stones and walked over, only to find that it was the wreckage of a plane. This was a very good campsite, as it could block the scorching sun and the wind and sand. The only downside was that he couldn't see the gold from there, which made Jack feel uneasy. So he dismantled parts of the plane and dragged them back to the gold. He used these parts to build a simple tent around a dead tree. Through the window, he could just see the gold not far away, which made him feel very secure. But he never could have imagined that he would be betrayed by his good friend Tom.